Is this thing on?
Howdy, folks. We're here. We are on.
We're here.
We're ready. We're here. We're doing it for the team. As you can see, it's 4 of us today. The lovely Jeffrey Emmett, Angelique Bates, and the one and only Miss Katrina A. Johnson from Nickelodeon's All That are busy beavers. I don't know
Put
if
up
we've
the
seen the
poster
photos.
quick.
Where are they? No. Haven't you seen this? They're living at large. Look at him.
Oh,
Like
blister.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
They did Jeffrey's eyebrows.
I know
Jeffrey
Jeffrey looks hot.
This is like the second or third eyebrow comment Jeffrey's had.
Yeah, Jeffrey's living for his eyebrows.
I'm more worried about Kat's cleavage in one of the photos that I saw. It's like, whoa!
I know.
I know. It was like that scene in Independence Day when the thing come over the White House. It was like...
Jurassic Park Dominion of Cat's boobs.
Jurassic puppies.
So if you don't know where they are, they're at Ranger Stop and Pop in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Sheraton. So if you're nearby, you can go buy a ticket and say hello and get stuff signed and, you know, really make their lives difficult because that'll make us happy. there is a chance they could break into the transmission at any time. So who knows? We may experience Jeffrey Emmett in his full eyebrow
glam
glory. Glam eyebrow glory. So
do you reckon he had
Vera,
them like laminated?
Yes, dear.
Laminated.
Get your eyebrows laminated.
Laminated.
Can't you, Dakota? Tell these bitches.
How are you, Vera, with your non-laminated eyebrows?
My eyebrows are a thing of untamed beauty. I'm good. Today was my sister's birthday. We're all going to the theater tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday.
Birthday to her.
Birthday, baby.
Gorgeous.
We're going to go see Catch Me If We Can.
Very nice.
Yeah,
It's our friend Ace Browning
Bale.
is around. Hi. Welcome, Ace. He did bail on us.
He's
So you
doing
just go to the
Comic-Con
theater.
or whatever it is.
Ranger Stop and Pop.
Ranger Stop.
Ranger Stop and Pop.
Stop and pop.
We have the one and only Ms. Dakota with us this week as well.
It's me.
How are you today, girl?
I'm actually doing great. I'm just living my life. I'm down 50 pounds. Have to brag about that.
Work it out, girl.
The chins are disappearing, bitch.
You got to use less contour now, girl. What's going to happen?
I'm going to save so much money from the chin contouring. No, but I'm doing very great.
What else is going on in your world besides that? Come on.
Nothing. I'm just trying to be more involved on TikTok, which I'm failing miserably at. I have no motivation. But I've just been working and hanging out with friends and family and just living my life.
That's the way. Good girl.
That is the way.
And of course, the lovely Luke, you're with us. How are you?
Really?
What is
Look.
the eye roll for? He called you.
I'm being facetious. No, look. No, I'm great. Look, Stevie, you know that we set up last night. We've booked some flights, so that's all happening now.
Yeah.
I've committed financially to the trip. It was more expensive. It was more expensive for me to fly from where I live to Sydney for my international flight than the actual flights internationally. So that's a little bit concerning. Oh, that's Australia for you.
We did get a dirty bargain on a flight from LA to Hawaii for $182.
Oh, you are going to HI?
Yeah, we're going to Hawaii.
You guys are going to Hawaii?
Madison's here.
Yeah, girl. Madison Divine, drunk as usual.
I love
Madison, come on, Bubs. Come on, all messy. We'll let you.
Come be messy.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Yes, no, Vera, we are going to. I figured we needed a bit of decompression before we went home.
I hate the fact that we have no vacation time. That all of our international counterparts can take a month off and
Oh,
How
I
much
can
do you
take
get, Vera, as a
Sell
nurse?
it.
How much do you get annually as a vacation time?
20 days. And you
That's
cannot take
disgusting.
more than 8 in a row.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
We get 6 weeks.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
6.
Well,
If I
I'm
get 6
officially
weeks, I don't know
unemployed,
why
so
you
I've
would
got
Steve's
We
got
love that for
52
you.
weeks.
Time to start hooking.
so
Where is that American superiority that the right is always telling
I
us?
can't-
We
I
get
can't
no
get
fucking
that.
Vacation.
I get 2 weeks.
Honestly, America. Oh, God, I'm going to get trolled for this. I don't care. Get rid of your guns and give people fucking vacation time, for God's sake. Like, what?
if they had vacation time, they might not need the guns.
And paid maternity leave for women.
Yeah, work.
You don't have that either.
And paternity leave.
And men, yes.
Damn
Do you
it,
have
for new
paid?
parents.
You don't have
no,
paid
they don't
leave.
No.
No.
That's terrible.
I think where I work,
You guys
get
are the world
like a few
leaders.
weeks, but it's
Yeah.
only 40% of
The
your
things
pay.
that are important aren't happening. Like, what is going on?
Exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
I'll tell you what's going on, guys. Very good segue. Do you want to know what's going on?
Love that.
I know what's going on.
This week,
Hot load of hot topics.
I wonder if Kitty's going to do that at the signature booth.
I hope
We're
she
like-
does. Maybe Jeffrey, if you're listening for us, we need a live shimmy from Katrina A. Johnson. Just maybe
Yes.
not in the top she was wearing in that photo because it could be all over for everyone.
Well, no, yeah.
That more covering than the one photo that I saw.
Breaking news. As we go to air, Britney's getting married today,
I know, I saw that.
Oh.
but
There's
first
my eye roll
husband.
justified finally.
her first husband that she married in Vegas, Jason Alexander, broke into their house.
Oh my god.
Yeah, broke
For
into
what?
their house and
What?
tried to find Britney and her husband. This is him being arrested.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
You know what song's coming to mind right now? It's not even a Britney song. It's Ice Ice Baby. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh dear,
Well,
we have
you-
someone
you
knocking
know,
at
we
our
all
door.
kinda knew
Hold
20
on,
years
Knocking.
ago.
Uh-oh.
we have someone knocking.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh!
God. Madison
Yes.
Devine. It's
She hasn't
Hi.
even spun a camera the right way. Look how messy she is.
Oh.
You say her
hold on.
name and she appears like Beetlejuice.
Like Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
I
Magic.
only.
Kenny.
Oh shit! I need to get better lighting. Sorry, I was drinking at my neighbor's.
That's okay.
Girl, you need to spin
Um,
your phone the other way too.
Well, that is
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Damn
So
it!
that's pretty scary. Like that. So the fact that he could get into the house, let alone like where they were for the wedding. Like I would
Well-
assume that her kids will be on the property soon. Like
Right.
that's
You
scary.
knew that
Terrifying.
20 years ago when they ran off to Vegas that this boy wasn't done with Britney. That they just got caught and that got annulled and you know, come on.
I know, but like, dude, how like that's so long. Like, and obviously this has to be for attention. It can't be like I guess he could love her, right?
You know what? What is
No,
love?
if you break into someone's
You know,
house,
a
that's
chemical
not.
reaction and a learned
That's crazy.
dependency. You know, I hate to sound like an ass, but
I know it's an addiction to like serotonin and stuff, right?
yeah.
Madison
You know?
Devine, have you ever broken into any of your ex's houses on their wedding day?
Absolutely not, because all my exes are fucking basket cases that have.
I was
ended
gonna
up
say
in-
they've broken into yours though. Hey, girl.
And they took the CDs.
They took my Olivia Newton-John album.
They can keep it. Ugh. Poor
That's
Olivia.
crazy.
So I've only
God.
had one ex that. No, okay, my ex is getting evicted from her mother's house, so we're good.
Oh, there you go. Very good. She don't got stuff. She don't got stuff to steal. It's all good.
No, only meth rocks and ex-boyfriends that stole $30,000.
Ooh,
Oh, that's festive.
Less.
sexy.
Yeah,
Who has it all at the moment? Someone is gonna have it all.
Rebel Wilson.
Ozark's Julia Garner has been cast as Madonna in the biopic directed by Madonna.
Madonna.
That's
She
gonna be
does look
fuck.
a lot like her.
That's going to be
Evicted.
intense. Could you imagine being on that set with her as your director, directing her own life story?
Don't bring chrysanthemums to the set, please.
That seems scary.
I live for Madonna, but that's going to be fucking intense.
She seems like she'd be bossy in particular.
Not really a
a
Madge
bitch.
fan.
We know
Bitch.
Vera.
Can she even move her face anymore?
No,
So that's why she's got to get younger people to do it for her now.
Mm.
She's busy.
I just,
Go on, say what you got to say, V. Look,
I think that her greatest talent, and I'm not trying to say she's not talented, but I really do think her greatest talent is self-promotion.
yeah, she is the diva and queen of, like reinvention. Literally, she named.
I really hate to.
reinvention.
Yeah, but I really hate to say this. I'm kind of the great value version of reinvention. So, I mean, I'm certainly not Madonna, but I mean, I've made myself valid for at least 20 years.
I think Madonna's like your answer to the singing budgie, but I feel like Kylie Minogue, because she's our singing budgie, is a lot more talented than Madonna as far as just vocals go. But that's just me probably being
It's not
biased.
necessarily about vocals. It's about knowing how to brand yourself. It's about writing
you're-
songs.
if you're-
It's about putting yourself in the right position. And whether you like her or not, whether you think she's
Oh.
talented or not, she's managed to stay relevant since
Yep.
the 80s to today. We
She's
wouldn't be talking
marketed
about her.
herself amazingly. She should actually,
Yep.
Target or Walmart should just have her as their marketing person as well.
I mean,
Please don't.
She's still
Anybody
relevant.
besides Walmart.
We're not making a Tony Basil biopic movie, are we?
No, we're not.
We're not making a Paula Abdul biopic movie, and that would be amazing.
Oh, I would love that.
I love Paula Abdul.
Cold-hearted
Save
snake. Paula Abdul.
Save it. Oh, I miss Paul. I miss drugged out Paula. She was the
Where is
best.
Paula? Where is
Paula
she?
is back in Vegas, hoofing it like a bitch. She is working it out in those
She's got
stilettos,
a
and
ball of hips at one point.
I would
so now-
love to see her. So if I come into serious money, I might just have
If
to
you
do a
can
waylay-
Patreon our
waylay
show
trip.
and send
Yeah.
Steve to see Paula
Send Steve
Abdul.
to see Paula Abdul. I'll take you backstage. It'll be great. It'll be a moment for everyone involved. We'll be like,
Everyone's going to get handy.
woo! So from one diva that is riding high to one that's experienced a little bit of trouble. Oh my God, Mariah's being sued.
Mariah. I'm not
Mariah.
sampling that high note.
Oh, Mariah. Now, have you guys heard the song that it is supposed to be so All I Want for Christmas Is You, mega hit, undeniable harbinger of
my
the
God.
dread of Christmas.
I have to tell you, I was in a
Plagiarism
Christmas
alleged,
parade.
plagiarism, copyright breach alleged.
Yes. But
Yeah.
why now? I mean, this song
Right.
has been every Christmas for 20 freaking years.
That's exactly what I was
They've seen
thinking.
the
Why
bank.
now?
They've seen the dividends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I
They
was in
waited
the parade.
until maximum money has been cashed in on this tune, and
Mariah
now they're
never-
suddenly.
Honestly, think about as soon as not even December, as soon as like it starts to get cold in the US, that song charts and it
Oh, yeah.
always goes number one. She never has to do anything ever again
And
because she wrote the lyrics.
she hasn't done anything in forever.
Oh,
She
stop
does-
it! She
does-
day
She
drank.
does do. She
So wait a
does-
second. No, she did that New Year's Eve party where she was completely off key.
Oh,
When-
and
in-
completely
She's like,
off
that
her
was
face.
horrible.
No, I didn't
Loved
even think
it.
that. That's
And
the,
also,
that's the career I aspire
let's
to.
face it, she's gonna lose more money because wait, isn't her baby daddy just like didn't he just impregnate somebody else?
Oh,
you
Nick-
know,
Nick
Cannon's
Cannon-
got
Nick
like
Cannon
30
sell-
freaking children.
His celibacy
Oh,
is
wait.
over, apparently.
Yeah,
So wait, when people breed up more, does it lower your child
No.
repayments over there too? I was going to say.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I
sure
read
he's
an
just
article. He went on a podcast and he's like, "Yeah, I did celibacy for like a month and a half, but man, I'd be fucking hard since December." And I'm like, he's like, "I probably have a lot of kids on the way." I'm like,
But how's the double standard though, right? If he
Yeah,
was a
insane.
woman, he would
Oh,
be
God, yeah.
considered the biggest whore in the world.
"Yes,
Yes.
exactly."
And it's
It's
Nick
just insane.
Cannon. Like he's
And if,
oh, have you heard him try and rap? Oh,
Have you tried to see him do anything in his life?
He used to do Wild. He used to
Functional?
host Wild. Oh, no, he still does. Does he still host Wild
Wildin'
now?
Out. Yeah, I think he's still on it, isn't he?
Yeah, but I
He
don't
got
think
fired
he's
from
the
America's
star
Got
of that
Talent.
show.
No, he's the MC, but
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. He's just professional presenter. He's like Ryan Seacrest, except Ryan
Right.
Seacrest has turned into a late age lesbian. What has happened to Ryan today? What has
He's
happened?
moving on to Ellen's territory.
Ryan Seacrest and
Love
Rod
it.
Stewart look like lesbians in their 60s. I'm like, what is going on there? That's not
I kind of feel personally attacked because people at my gay bar say that I'm a lesbian in my 60s. So
well,
They aren't wrong. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey,
oh,
they
bitch!
aren't wrong.
You just wait until October.
Oh,
I'm coming for you.
Lesbians in
spank
their
me?
60s to brand new lesbians.
I was
No.
shocked.
Rebel Wilson.
Please.
So wait,
has magically come out during Pride Month.
can we show that other photo that ended up in our war
We
room?
can't because we are not going to slander people.
I am telling you, I have never seen that photo, and I have never laughed so
Did
fucking
you
hard
love
in my
it?
life.
We have to say, we should say welcome to the Alphabet Mafia. First of all, congratulations. Your card will be in the mail soon.
And we're gonna make sure it gets lost.
I'm really sorry, and I know people like her, and I used to enjoy her, but I feel everything she's done since she was involved in Cats, the harbinger of doom again. Cats that brought on the global pandemic and effectively ended her career. Everything has been media related. I'm losing weight. I've lost a boyfriend. I'm going da 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 da. Now, smack bang in the middle of Pride Month, I'm a lesbian.
Can we talk about how scary she looks now?
She does. There's a bit of screaming behind her eyes. Look at the screaming behind her eyes.
Like seriously, like somebody looks like she's pulling on the back of her forehead or back of her skin and pulling it backwards. Like she looks creepy. Her teeth look fake.
Yeah, well, the girlfriend looks like
Have you seen the photo? You saw the photo. That's not her real teeth. Look, I feel that it's
American.
I hate you.
It's poorly timed, or it's in her publicist's mind. It's perfectly timed. It's just so obvious. Like, you know what? Great that you're finding yourself and you're being you. However old you are now. How old is she? Our age, like 40. Good on you for suddenly discovering that you're.
She says
whatever
she's
you are.
42.
So
yeah, so good on her. But like, why during Pride Month? You're exactly right, Steve. It's very let's cash in on something else.
I might be a bit fickle, but look,
it's a little suspect.
Let's face it. Why are we still advertising today? When that article came out, my feed is nothing but Rebel Wilson. That's her name, right? I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Whatever. Sorry. Whatever the fuck her name is. She comes out, but why are we still advertising? Why is that headline news that she's a box biter? I don't give a shit.
Girl, you need to come to Australia, where it was. There was a certain time during our media where it was Bindi Irwin's being ejaculated into, and Rebel Wilson's losing weight, and that was all of our media for like 6 months.
Wait, who's getting ejaculated into? That is
Bindi Irwin, Steve Irwin's daughter.
Oh.
Well, she was pregnant, but anyway, that was it. That was just our media for like 6 months.
Let's go back to tone deaf Pride moments. I couldn't help but just go, what the fuck?
Oh, jeez.
Time to be proud with the Pride
love it.
Whopper. Now,
is it
they just need
that
Rebel's face in between the lettuce and the onion.
For those of us that haven't seen the photo, Burger King in the States have decided to celebrate Pride Month by spicing up the Whopper to include either 2 top buns or two bottom buns. That's not how that works.
It's sword
fighting and bum bumping are a thing.
Well, that's what I want to know, Madison. Do 2 bottoms make them kiss?
I mean,
does it turn one into a prince? I need to know this stuff.
I have been waiting to find my prince, but I keep bumping bottoms and it doesn't do me anything.
Okay, so this. Okay.
I have swallowed their love juice and it's done absolutely nothing for me.
God.
Oh, I'm drunk.
It's the
Sorry.
extra spicy
I have no
mayo.
filter.
The extra spicy mayo.
So Dakota, how do you feel about two top buns?
Well, I don't know. Like,
Well.
obviously, I'm not in the LGBTQ plus community, but I'm an ally, and I have almost all my friends are in that community, and I just think, you guys.
Hi, gay. Can you do that for us, Dakota, real quick? Hi, gay.
What am I saying?
Hi, gay.
Hi, gay. I don't know. But anyway, so I think like these companies don't care any other time of the year, but when it's Pride Month, they want to cash in on it. Ooh, what'd I do?
Oh,
sorry.
Oh, she's gonna try and murder
My
a dog.
No, my dog's crazy. But
This is the
so
Cujo sequel.
it's like where's the love all the other months? But since it's Pride Month, all these companies are like, oh, let's get that money and stand for equality. But where's that energy the rest of the year?
Well, to be fair to these companies, they're just as tone deaf during Black History Month and Women's History Month. And
Right.
nobody's anywhere during Hispanic History Month.
Thea, didn't Burger King release promo over in the States for Women's History Month where it was like women belong in the kitchen?
Well, the fish
I don't
burger.
I read an article. Yeah, I was like, oh Jesus Christ. But let's get real with it. There ain't no bottoms eating Burger King before meeting with someone else. Just
this bottom is. I'm a fat bottom.
Stay away. Stay away, everybody.
Stay away.
They have a great Impossible Whopper, and they I enjoy their fries in my mouth.
Hey guys, if you want to wear Madison's Whopper.
No, it's the Impossible Whopper that he likes.
Yeah. I think it's so ironic Madison doesn't eat meat. Like the irony.
Right.
I don't eat meat. I lick meat. There's a difference.
Oh, God. Like, there's a difference in saying that you're enrolled in a school and actually being enrolled in a school. As young Kyle Rittenhouse, baby-faced gun toter, is discovering. So he's been walking around with a hat and everything, saying that he's enrolled in Texas A&M and he can't wait to go to college and rah, rah, rah. It's going to be the start of his new life. Until Texas A&M released a press statement saying he is not enrolled, he will not be enrolled. No Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm like, oh.
Not yet, but apparently someone commented as well saying that they usually do like some year of like a college or whatever before they go
Get
there.
it, Ace.
So.
There is a new thing here in the States called the gap year, but your college of choice does not decide if you get the gap year. You decide if you get the gap year and don't enroll. But has he enrolled?
But first of all, don't they have to accept you into the college?
Yes, they do have to accept you. But I would like to point out that everybody is rallying behind poor Kyle Rittenhouse on the right. They're like, oh, this poor young man is getting persecuted. But they didn't stop for a minute to say Matthew McConaughey needs to shut up.
Oh, we are going to talk about that right now.
Personality.
Thank you for the segue.
Kyle Rittenhouse a celebrity, but they're going to rip on anybody who talks against them.
So,
speaking of idiots, we're going to talk about Lauren Boebert, who should really sit down. Sit down. She was with Marjorie Taylor Greene. She was the one that was heckling Joe Biden as he was talking about his dead son.
She's also one of the ones that followed one of the Parkland survivors through Washington, heckling them.
Yeah.
So
she's an idiot. She did not have a high school diploma until a month before the election, where she got her GED.
So here's the thing.
Was arrested for exposing himself to teenage girls in a bowling alley. She takes a picture of herself with guns for her Christmas card and then accuses gay people of grooming their children.
They can't go to drag bars. And then someone responded and was like, your husband was flashing little girls in a bowling alley. She's like, get it together, bitch, or something.
So I need to rewind this a little bit back to Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
And I know this is going to be really controversial. Sorry, words are my second language right now. So plain and simple, I don't believe in gun violence, but his face literally makes me believe in gun violence every time I see him.
Ugh.
And I'm going to say it. I don't care, Luke. Honestly, and go ahead. And I will say this because
nothing, girl.
He
say your piece.
He is a piece of shit. And honestly, he deserved everything that he should have gotten. There are too many people that have not died or that have died that people like him should have had a bullet between his eyes. And if you have any problems, please find me on Madison Devine on Facebook. Go ahead and tell me to my face because I'll come for you.
He just happened to be white, so lucky him.
Yeah, lay off the sauce, Madison. Just a little bit.
Yeah, Lauren Boebert.
I love Chuck Madison. This is great.
No, Lauren Boebert had a huge problem with Matthew McConaughey speaking out or speaking for the people of Uvalde. But again, and it proves that she didn't graduate high school. She didn't do her research before she opened her mouth.
Right. She never does.
Vera, tell the people. Tell the people. Tell the people.
I already have. First of all, I'm going to bet my ass that she didn't watch the speech because the first 5 minutes, Matthew McConaughey talked about growing up in Uvalde, learning to shoot his Daisy air rifle there, learning to shoot a handgun there, learning to shoot a shotgun there, that Uvalde was the place of his gun ownership, where he learned to be a responsible gun owner, and that his mother taught in Uvalde city school systems. And then he said, and I speak for responsible gun owners everywhere that say, we need to make this stop. So he was on the side of the gun owners saying, let's do this right. And 89% of the people, including 89% of the gun owners, think that we need this gun reform. It's 11% of the population controlling this issue. And 50 senators voted against it.
3 people got shot in Michigan today. Is anyone shocked?
Mm-hmm.
But Vera, you're right. You were right.
There were 2.
You were right. We said back, it was like a year and a half ago. These people aren't the majority. They're just the screaming minority that will.
They're the one with the money.
They're the ones with the money.
Not shut up about it.
Unfortunately, the rest of us have been sleeping while they've been gaining power.
But here's the problem.
We haven't talked about why else she's in the news at the moment. She's being investigated for misappropriation and fraud of her campaign funds.
But here's the problem is that everybody, and I'm sorry, Vera, but everybody is corrupt. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. They are all literally just chumming the water.
Well, a certain kind of person is attracted to politics. Let's be honest.
Yes.
Well,
you know what?
Yep.
I have family that have been in the politics. I have a cousin who was a state senator.
There's certainly really good people that are too, that are there for altruistic reasons.
A great uncle who was on track to be the first Hispanic governor of the state of New Mexico. My sister is in politics. I come from a very political family. This doesn't wash with me. Yes, I know that there's corruption in both parties, but I will not paint both parties the same. You know, you can say what you want about the people who've been proven to be corrupt in the Democratic Party, but at the end of the day, the Democrats are standing up for unionizing jobs. They want to pass minimum wage. They want to pass greater family leave. The Democratic causes, yeah, you're giving me that face, but
here's the thing, and I understand what you're saying, and I want to agree. I really do. And I do think that there's good people. I will not dispute that. I think there's good people in every avenue of every profession. But the problem is that they have to, the mindset of thinking that we need to get the votes for November or for midterms or whatever it is always on their mind. And the thing is that, okay, well, this can hold off.
We need campaign reform.
Well, we need an entire society reform in the U.S. I can't speak about anybody else's country. But
I think in general, we all just need to learn to keep it real, right? If you keep it real, shit doesn't get swept under the rug. Someone who has kept it real this week is Top Gun star Kelly McGillis. Now, Top Gun Maverick doing amazing things at the box office. The boys are all back, looking old and face stretched and whatever.
Is
And
Val
Kelly
Kilmer
McGillis-
back too?
Yes. Kelly
Oh my
McGillis.
gosh.
Kelly McGillis was asked last when the film was in production, actually, because it's been in production for so long because of COVID, whether she was asked if she could return, if she was going to return, and she laughed in the face of the reporter. She said, "No way. I'm old. I'm fat, and that's not what this society is about. I wish them all luck, but they're never going to call me." I'm like,
and they never did.
But we see Tom
Cruise.
Cruise.
Yeah.
Who have they got now? Like some 20-year-old girl for them?
Yeah.
They trotted out Val Kilmer for better or worse. You know?
Come on. Those men had all sorts of tighteners and fixers and fillers and
But good look, Kelly McGillis left Hollywood so she could get sober and look after her family, and she's done so. And she's like, this is what I look like at I think she's 50 something, late 50. Yeah. 64. What I look like at 54. This is not.
And what's the funny thing too? Like she knew she had to leave that industry to not be involved in all of that lifestyle. So she did that for her own benefit. And you know what? Sometimes like sobriety doesn't look pretty. Like you get fat. Like look at Jinx Monsoon on Drag Race. Like she's come out with saying she's sober.
Wait. Let's not go there, because as I've said the last couple of times that we've had a story about people with weight gain, there are so many worse things in the world than being fat.
Absolutely.
Okay. Your child
being
like
drunk,
just
drugs,
because she looks like
it's not good.
She looks like
Just
95% of other women. Like the problem is the double standard between the male stars of the movie who don't look that good in natural, natural light.
Tom's very plastic now, though.
Her not even being considered.
But I really hate to say this. The problem is that with our society, no matter what, is that people that look like, and I'll just say me, are not going to be the ones that are ever going to have the leading of anything. Doesn't matter if I'm male or female.
Are you going to say you're not going to fly a fighter jet?
I'm gonna stop you there, because look at the career that Jim Shatner had after he got all fat.
No, but I'm saying is
He
that
loves a girdle.
I agree with you, Vera. I really do. And
Rebel
but the thing is,
Wilson.
That I think the problem is that they put so much pressure on looks no matter what. Our society, we have to realize that, because you are shamed. Even the gay society, all of us can certainly talk about the gay society, shaming all of us for having a few extra pounds and not being a twink or whatnot. So I have a problem. Go ahead.
Thank you, Kathy. Age shouldn't be a factor, really. Looking sexy and young versus youth. Older people are sexy to older people.
Oh, look, like I'm not attracted to young people now. People in their 20s and early 30s, I'm like, no, I'm done with that. Like, I'm starting to look at my own age range as I grow older.
I'm gonna beat this horse just a little bit more. When you go to the Top Gun franchise, who were the two women? Kelly and Meg Ryan. And have you seen Meg Ryan lately? She didn't gain any weight.
She's the Joker.
Her face is unnatural. And they didn't ask her back. They put up
her
beautiful.
Her and Barbara Streisand are trying out for that new Joker 2 movie that's coming out.
Steven. But look, even like other, like the bombshells of the day, like look, it's Sharon Stone. Where is Sharon in films now? Like they're not getting the calls, but Tom Cruise still is.
Sharon fucking Stone was brilliant in Ratchet. Oh,
she's an amazing actress.
She was great. Oh, she's not an amazing actress. Let's. She's a good actress. She was brilliant.
She's amazing. Come on.
She's had some moments. Come on.
She could sell a movie like Total Recall.
But here's the problem is that there's too many.
Depends on her meds.
There's way too many actresses that that have turned around and said that I'm standing here to stand on the forefront of fat actresses, and they are standing there with weight on their shoulders and being absolutely talented, but then turn around and do exactly what Rebel Wilson did and literally lose weight ridiculously. Who was the one that was on?
Kirstie Alley.
No, think of Ally McBeal. Who was the actress on
Felicity
Ally?
Flockhart. She's gone now. She's evaporated into air.
No, I'm talking about the heavyweight actress that was the lawyer.
I know, Jane Krakowski.
Yeah, I think that's her.
No, he's thinking of Boston Legal.
Is it Boston Legal? Because
you're thinking of The Practice. You're thinking of Cameron Manheim, right?
That's what I was thinking
with all
about.
the earrings.
She literally stood up and said, "This is for all the fat women out there." During, I think it was the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
And then she turned around and she lost all that weight. And don't get me wrong, I'm all about being healthy, but I also love my carbs. I don't give a shit. But don't sit there and.
Is still fat.
But also but I'm saying is that when they fluctuate, you can't sit there.
Manheim. I bought her book. I'm one of the 8 people that bought it.
Dion's right. Dion's right. Women are thrown away around 40.
Yep.
Remember Jack Nicholson retired at 60? And Jack Nicholson's scary looking these days too.
Gay men are thrown away at 30, so we have a half-life.
30. Try
but
25.
It's true because don't you realize that people are much more like prone to sexualizing an older man than an older woman?
Well, see, an older woman is no longer fertile too, so it comes into the biology and the mindset of people too.
There is a biological factor. The man can still father the children, but the woman's not fertile.
Knowing your worth is a big thing too, because we've had a bit of a big movie moment this week, especially for us with
and I do believe Neve Campbell's over 40.
Exactly. Neve Campbell will not be returning for the 6th Scream movie. She says that her value as a woman was not considered.
She fought for it.
She fought for it. Basically, she wasn't offered what she thought she was worth, and she's walked away, which is more power to her. I think that. But
Steve,
again,
also talk about your theory.
Me being fickle, I feel this might just be part of a bigger plan as well. The whole point of the last movie was to set up the franchise without Neve. So
do one without Neve.
We've introduced a new cast. We're going to try and see how they go on their own. We'll still have Courtney, and of course, when Neve wouldn't sign on for whatever she signed on for, we've got Hayden Panettiere back now as well. So they don't necessarily need her. But
mouth has been rebuilt.
Watch this space. If this movie underperforms, Neve will be back for Scream 7.
I thought Courtney wasn't going to be
Well, she keeps saying that she is, but she's not officially signed on.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I thought she wasn't going to be in it.
She was removed from the cast list, but she's been saying as like 2 weeks ago that she's read the script. She's excited for it. So it might be a shooting thing because her TV show got renewed and they're shooting at the same time.
Which also lends to the script was already written, so maybe Neve wasn't really included. Maybe she had a cameo or something. It's not really worth her time. Because obviously the story doesn't circulate around Neve or Sydney.
I have my theories on that one too. I reckon that they're saying that this one's going to be completely different. It's going to be more violent, which is if you saw the new Scream, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. There were some moments that were very
way more violent than the other.
Way more violent. And they're going to push it further in this next one. So I have a feeling that they're going to really mess with the what am I trying to say?
Well,
with the recipe. But they're trying to mix with the recipe.
A new cocktail, if you will.
And then they will. I think.
Are you okay, Steve?
Maybe Neve will show up in like the last frame as a mysterious call, and then it'll be like, "Oh, she's coming back!" Woohoo! Stuff like that.
We shall see.
Anyway, Neve Campbell, we love her. You go, Neve. Now, interesting story here in Australia. I want everyone's opinion on this one. So, a woman was sentenced this week because for smacking her child with a wooden spoon. The children have been removed from her custody, and she's been formally charged for smacking her child with a wooden.
All I
Look,
know is
I
that-
don't believe taking a weapon to a child. I think that's a bit overkill in this day and age. In saying that, though, I get it when, like, sometimes a kid needs a little bit of a tap.
All I have to say is that
Like,
my mother set me up for a reality of it as an adult. Spankings were not enjoyable as a kid. Spankings are a lot more enjoyable as an adult.
Oh my gosh, Madison. Come on.
I have to say, I was hit with a wooden spoon, not by my parents, by my babysitter.
What?
Yeah, see, that's not cool.
I feel like the wooden spoon is a universal tool of fear. But
in my day and age, the wooden spoon was considered a parenting tool.
Yeah,
right.
Mm.
I know that a lot of
by the nuns.
There was a comment on our page on this post saying all the abusive people are upset by abuse. I'm like, oh, okay, wow, radio. I don't know that a tap for a wooden spoon is abuse. I know that.
Well, we don't know.
People,
we don't know
look,
the beating.
I don't know
how
that.
hard
I
it
don't know
was,
that.
right.
I don't know that.
No.
I don't know any of that. I know people that have been through a lot worse, and their parents got away scot-free with it. And
What did she get sentenced with or whatever?
Let me look that up.
How long?
She was on probation. I thought
she's on probation. Yeah, the kids have been. So she was a single mother. The kids have been removed from her custody. She's on probation. I don't know how long it is.
What's really sad is what's sad about this and taking the serious route on this is that literally we have worse crimes that are taken a lot more lightly in the judicial system.
That's what I was trying to say. Like, I've heard some,
Right.
I know some people that have been through some horrific childhoods, and that it, like, their parents were never, even shamed or anything for what they've done to their children, and yet we're gonna have a go at this woman for a wooden spoon again, and we don't know the details.
Is that the story where the kid bought a ton of spent $600 on games?
Yeah.
Is that the story?
Yes. So the child that was smacked stole the mother's credit card and spent $600 on video games.
How old was the child that was smacked?
Does not say. Don't think you're allowed to say at this point.
So, but then we have the kid that ordered how many thousands of wasn't it $3,000 worth of McDonald's?
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So the magistrate, this is the magistrate's statement. He said, why she's done what she's done, I can only imagine how he understood why she's done what she's done. I can only imagine how difficult this is for a single mother with 2 children to make ends meet. The magistrate said that while he had been smacked as a child, the behavior is not acceptable. I was struck by my grandfather about 40 years ago. Unfortunately, society has moved on, and this behavior isn't tolerated.
And now that we know better, we expect people to do better.
You do better, but yeah. I don't know that, is taking those children out of that environment, which is not necessary, and again, we don't know the full story, not necessarily violent,
right?
For want of a better word, doing them any good psychologically. If that's the only home that they've known, if they don't know their other parent, if they have no relationship with the other parent.
Country, but in our country, foster care is a joke.
It's a joke here.
I don't know. I'm not saying I agree with what she did, but being a single mom, I'd be pissed too if somebody's my kid bought $600 that I didn't really have, and maybe she overreacted a little bit, but accidents happen. I mean, it could have just been a moment thing. I mean,
I worked with someone whose child. Remember the game Simpsons Tapped Out? That was on the phone. That was real big on the phone.
Yes, I remember.
Her child bought $2,000 worth of donuts.
Oh my god!
Well, that kid's beautiful.
How many people's kids have done that? My brother's kid did that too. And what they'd done for him was he had his PlayStation banned. He was not allowed to go to the skate park. All of these things, completely made him really own the fact that he has done this, and he had to do lots of chores. So the punishment worked. But I get, like, someone can get really angry, like, you know, if she's already stressed. I'm sort of siding with Dakota. I don't think it's okay. I don't think, you know, terrifying children and hitting them is ever going to be okay. But
you know,
people are human. Like, is the child actually frightened of their mother? Like, this should be all stuff they talk about too. Is the child actually frightened of their mother, or do they love?
We're
their
not going to
mother?
get the whole story, and
Right.
obviously the kid's a minor. There's certain stuff we can't
across
know.
the face repeatedly, then she deserves it.
Yeah.
You know, but
a tap on the
bottom.
All
right, we're going to take an interesting pivot because it's Pride Month.
Rebel.
Did you guys read the article about Justine Lindsay?
I did.
Yeah,
I read the comments.
Openly trans cheerleader for the NFL. You go, girl. You worked that out.
Yeah.
You're looking good. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge thing. That's a huge thing for visibility, and, you know, especially that you are a dark-skinned trans person that, you know.
Can I talk about the comment on this where this person had commented saying, "Oh, I hope he doesn't wear short skirts," and I'm like, "Are you looking at the picture? The skirt would be over the attire that she's already wearing."
Yeah,
and
that's a good-looking woman. Like, hello,
and I'm like,
that's a good-looking woman.
I'm like, do you read books? And he's like, I read the Bible. Bible with no capital B, by the way. But
they're just so like I just like people put out this thing that, like, oh, fucking disgusting, rah rah rah. Yet you get on Grindr and all those straight boys want trannies. They want.
I'm sorry though. This is a sport
all the married
too.
Men, they're looking for. I'm like, okay, radio. You tell yourself.
Because, you know, I've sat like straight. Like, I'm a little bit against, like, you know, I think there needs to be a lot more investigation into trans people in contact sports and that physicality sport. But for a sport like cheerleading, where you have male and females competing together as a team.
But it's not competitive cheerleading. This isn't competitive cheerleading.
It's not competitive cheerleading.
But even that, like, who cares though? It's team sport that has males and females on it. So who cares? Like, that's my point.
Not in professional foot sports here in the States. Yeah. Here in the States, it's strictly female in short skirts.
Yeah. There is an occasional male. They're at college level. Yes, there are male cheerleaders.
There are male cheerleaders, but not on professional.
It is
bring it online to me.
But they were high school students.
Yeah, but obviously there's people saying that there's male cheerleaders now.
Not
in the NFL.
Listen. In America, there are very different systems of cheerleading. There is collegiate cheerleading, which, like, you would go to high school and you would go to high school to be to study on a cheerleading scholarship as part of your degree. That is a competition sport in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Professional entertaining cheerleading for sports teams is predominantly 99.9% female and performative.
It's female and it's cast. It's not.
It's like auditioning for a girl band or something like that, or a dance.
Madison, what cheerleading have you done?
Yes.
I have cheered on straight men to come for me as fast as possible.
Oh dear. But
Dakota.
Look, we can't have the good without, I guess, the bad. Bill Maher. Now, my problem with this statement is that it can be interpreted either way. So Bill Maher took to Twitter with his little tick to say, if this spike in trans children is all biological, why is it regional? Either Ohio is shaming them or California is creating them.
Ohio shaming
I
them.
have to say, I did watch
gotta hate on Ohio
in real time on his show, and it was completely cringeworthy. I think that it doesn't take in a lot of factors, and I'm pretty sure that Ohio is not a safe environment to come out in. It is a predominantly red state. It's a Christian state. It's a gun state. Whereas California is often referred to as Gomorrah by the right-wing politicians in this country. And yes, it's going to be a little bit more open and a little bit more accepting of our trans youth. I think the bottom line is just making sure that our children feel safe to express themselves in any way, shape, or form.
Absolutely.
Because let's look at the facts. 20 years ago, we didn't know about autism. They were just bad kids.
Right.
100 years ago, we didn't know about DID and depression and mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
You just got an ice pick through to the eye and made compliant. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, it wasn't quite that.
This is a new era.
Thing.
Of course, if you're looking for it, they're going to be there. A lot. The reason that you haven't heard from these kids before is that they weren't safe, or they didn't make it to adulthood because they killed themselves.
Yeah.
Or they're drug addicts,
know where they belong,
or they're so far in the closet they don't know what's going on. Like, there is to just go, oh, the media's created. Watching a podcast or a DVD or a TV show or a movie will not make you trans, people.
Or gay.
And
sure, because if that were the case.
Or intelligent.
25 years ago, everybody would have been heterosexual. And we know that's not what happened.
I grew up in a small town. They tried to make me heterosexual. See how that worked out.
Grooming doesn't really work, people.
Failure.
It's like the ignorance. Like my ex and I used to have this fight all the time. And, I think, whether, like, I think you're born gay. Like, you are. That is how you're born. That's how your mind is set. And my ex was like, no, it's a choice. I'm like, why would anybody choose to be scrutinized?
Why would anyone choose to sleep with men?
Did you have to choose to be straight?
I wish I wanted to lick a vagina. I hate men, but I can't. I like that Johnsonville sausage.
Easier if I could.
Vera would have made it out of the 70s as queen of the clam bake, wouldn't you, Vera?
Dude, I wish I could go muff diving, but it's not for me.
Come on, I'd be the queen of the gay bar. I'd be out there.
Dakota, if you're coming to New York, we're going to find you a clam to bake.
Oh, God. Stay tuned for this American trip. There could be some very interesting content.
She can bake my clam, but I'm not touching her.
I ain't baking nobody's clam. I've been there once. I'm a vegetarian, not a vegetarian. Thank you very much.
God bless.
God bless. I love it. It's so amazing.
Peace and freedom.
All right. So we're going to have to do it quickly, but I just want to do a very quick view from here for this. Now, if there is one name we have been sick of hearing in the last couple of weeks / months, it is Amber Heard.
Amber Turd.
Yes, we've all heard the jokes. Amber Turd. Now, the story this week is that they are trying to erase her completely from Aquaman 2 so that, DC can try and cut their losses. They're very fucked with between Amber and Ezra Miller. They are screwed. It's like DC cannot win. Marvel is. I don't know what DC Comics did, but Marvel must have done a deal with the devil for the success. My point being is that she has been ordered to pay this money back that she does not have. Right?
Yes.
She does not have the millions upon millions to give to Johnny Depp. Her reputation now, and her professional reputation, is in the toilet completely.
So to speak.
She won't be getting that. She won't be getting
something's
those
in the toilet.
high-paying roles.
Or in the bed.
Do you think the panel? Do you think that your past reputation should impact your future employment?
Look, I'll go first. Vera will.
You go first. Vera always goes. Vera's got lots to say.
Luke will then. Look, I think in an industry like entertainment, there's a lot of other factors there. Do I think Amber Heard should be removed from a movie because she is not a wonderful person? No, I don't. I think if the character she's already played and she's already shot the role as well is going to contribute to the art and to the story of that piece of work, then no, I don't think cutting it to appease people that don't like her as a person is the right move. I don't think it's something that people should subscribe to if they want creative freedoms. And I think it's a little bit childish.
Well, it's not that different from the over 40 women getting cut from screens because men aren't paying to see that. And she has made herself, whether deserve it or not, I'm not making a judgment on the trial. You know, I think they both are horrible people, but, you know, whether deserved or not, she has created a public persona that inspires hate. You know,
look at someone like Lindsay Lohan. Look at someone like Lindsay Lohan, who has had a troubled existence.
Yeah,
was deemed unhireable because she was uninsurable. It's taken her now, like this year, she started to get back on track. Right. But that's in the past, and it's still affecting her. Madison Devine, you go.
What about Sherry Pie? I'm going to bring up Sherry Pie because she is local to me.
I thought that was wrong too. It really affected the art and the storyline of that season of RuPaul's Drag Race.
But I don't hear. But being somebody from because here's the thing: if you scroll back on my photos, you'll see photos of her and I before she even became on the season. I knew her beforehand. I knew who she was beforehand, and being somebody that knew that she was doing that, I felt appalled to even be a part of that. So to be any of those cast members, so it in the same context, I feel that even though she did good things and she was a good person around me, and I'll still say that she was a good person around me. I was not a victim of Allison because I don't look like a Twinkie. I eat them. But plain and simple, she affected who I was. I didn't want to be associated with her. So why would Jason Momoa want to be associated with somebody that literally...
But this is where maturity should come into it, though. What someone else has done, just because you know them and you've worked with them, does not reflect on you and your values.
But you're talking about you as an individual. You're not talking about the audience. Because the thing is that if I do something, if I said something racially charged on this show, it's going to affect everybody. Plain and simple. And it has nothing to do with that. If I literally was a racist, which I am not for anybody that's watching, but if I was a racist and I started spouting off racist jargon and whatnot, it would reflect on uncensored radio. It wouldn't just affect
but would we
me.
try and erase the event, though, and pretend it never happened? I don't think so. We would probably remove somebody who did that from the show for the future, but I think trying to pretend, sweep things under the rug is actually not a healthy thing.
I don't know that that's what's happening. I mean, the first movies are out.
Yeah.
They're not going to erase her from them.
That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, so if you're an Aquaman fan, you've already seen other movies that she's in, you're not going to stop watching them because she's in them.
And you're probably not going to stop because she's out.
Right. And it's just like, I feel like it's so new what happened with her. And it's just like, I can't, I'm like a bad judge on it. Cause like your past should not define you, but it is still so fresh.
It is going to inform what people think of you in the future.
Why don't they just make her character have an opiate overdose like they did with Roseanne in the next movie?
Because fish don't take drugs. The end.
So it would be one of those 6-pack bottle packs for her in the ocean.
Ring can around like just wash up on the beach.
I'm going to hell.
She wouldn't survive around Vera because she raises the temperature of the oceans. Be prepared for Vera's vent, people. Okay, Miss V, here we go. 3, 2, 1, vent.
All right, kids. Today's a very momentous day here in the States. Today they started the primetime January 6th trials. And this is a pretty pivotal time for this country. There are progressives who have been trying to foment change in this country for a long time. There are lots of progressive programs that people want to see move forward. And over time, our democracy has been subverted more and more and more each election cycle. This has got to stop. We need to stand up. We need to pay attention to what went down on January 6th, because a democracy where every vote does not count will not survive. We now have 50 senators who represent 11% of the population and control the narrative in our government. We can't be asleep at the wheel anymore. We've been asleep for too long. To my Aussie friends, I apologize for making this America-centric, but we got to pay attention. I almost didn't come on tonight because I want to pay attention. And I was able to watch 45 minutes of tonight's hearings. But this is something we need to know. We need to know if this party has protected an attempted coup. All of these people on Capitol Hill have sworn an oath to protect the Constitution, not their party, not their political ideals, the Constitution of the United States, which is founded on the principle that all men are created equal and we all have a say. We need to get back to a people, a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, which might include healthcare and universal vacations and family leave and gun control. The majority of people believe in these things, and gay marriage. Most people want to see police reform. Most people don't want to see us defund the police, but they want to see some reform. So we need to get to a point where the people who are stealing the power from us are held accountable. And this is the last firewall. We cannot let this go down without a fight. Pay attention.
Beautiful stuff. Clicks for Vera,
Yes,
ladies
queen.
and gentlemen.
Oh,
That was another good one. I was like, yes, bitch.
I could just listen to Vera talk for like ever.
Vera needs to. Vera talks for 1 hour.
That should be a thing. That should be a show.
Now we have to yes bitch someone else who has been on the show before, because there is success happening for one Miss Katie Underwood and her bandmate Miss Belinda Chappell. They have smashed it on iTunes so much so that Heartstrings is getting a remix EP. These ladies look stunning on the cover.
Gorgeous.
So I'm really hoping I can chat to, or we can chat to Katie soon about coming back to the world of pop music after, stepping away for so long. But congratulations, Katie. Congratulations, Belinda. Amazing work. Song's fantastic. It's a bop. I saw Madison Divine actually promote a bit of Carbell on her page. So we're pushing it out to the US market, ladies. We're trying to make it
Madison, are you going to do a little bit of a Carbell performance?
Oh,
I mean, it's possible.
While I'm there in October, can we be Katie and Belinda, please?
Oh, Madison, real quick question. How do we get tickets for your show in June?
Oh, you don't need tickets. You just walk in the door.
Okay.
We're a free-for-all, kind of like my
He leaves her door open.
Takes all comers, Madison Divine.
I wish I could go.
We're gonna. I feel like we might have to have a bit of a Liddy, like a titty night, that when we're
I'm telling you, and
my
DJ just got my song done. I will tell you, it's sickening and it's controversial. I'm coming for you, gays.
No less.
We love it.
Oh no! Is it a Kirstie Alley song?
Gays in Pride Month, aren't we, guys? Hi, gay.
Hi,
Gay.
Hi, gay. Well, we are done. You survived another week with us. Thank you for joining us for UCR Live. The cast of How We End Up This Way will be back on Monday, maybe with Jeff, maybe without. We will have to see what happens.
And where is Kelly?
Kelly's there.
Kelly wasn't on the last episode.
Kelly might be holding down. Yeah, it was a boys only. I can only imagine how that went down. Boys only affair on that show. Yeah,
not one I enjoyed.
Something will be coming your way next week, and then we'll be
and
back
it won't be
next
me.
Friday. We will see you then. Thanks for joining us. Until then,
Bye.
Don't be an Amber Turd. Look after yourselves. Bye.
Leave Amber alone.
Thank you to the 2 people who just joined us as we finish. That was the most half-hearted leave Amber alone I've ever heard. You would make